Hello everybody and welcome back to another deck game episode. This time we have something quite fancy and extraordinary. When I first saw the specialization, I was like, ooh, this is probably just throw it back into the trash can, but looking at it, the deck is actually not too bad. Obviously, unless you have noticed yet, this is USA support. Support usually not a deck seen very often outside of 10v10s. In team games, at least from I would say 3v3 up, it can actually be very competitive, especially if it is a certain decks like USSR with their buttload of artillery and USA as well. On top of that, because both decks have very strong air taps, meaning that in a 3 versus 3 you can actually, if you have good coordination with your team, you can actually get away with, you know, relying on your teammates' ground units and just covering artillery and air, as well as air defense, especially if it's air defense like a Patriot that can effectively cover multiple front lines at once, because I think covering the AA of your teammates with short range air defense, like, I don't know, Rolands and OSAs, and then having to micro like all the front lines, I think, while in theory, of course, it is possible to do that as a support deck, I think it is a way too micro heavy. But it's just that support decks often get a bad rap, and it's maybe just because everyone, or most people who play support decks, just go, haha, I spam artillery, pew pew, you know, haha, artillery go whoosh whoosh. That's supposed to be like a rocket sound. Anyway, let's take a look at this deck. So, logistics, surprised to see only one fob. Small tip, if you generally, I started using less GCVs, but one of the exceptions is definitely the Humvee, because the Humvee, while costing as much as, let's say, an Iltis, and obviously more importantly having the same availability as GCVs, not only has a great off-road speed and the Browning, do not underestimate the Browning on your CV, it has 10 HP, and that is crucial. That is, like, it is quite big. You won't survive like a direct M110 shot, but like a one that barely misses you, or like a direct paladin shot, or one that barely misses you, you can survive that. Of course, you're still kind of squishy, but when it comes to HE damage done by artillery, 0 armor is the same as 1 armor. So unless you really want the amphibious capability, I would basically, and I think I actually currently still have the lab in my US deck, I would still probably go for the Humvee. The 1 armor, it does help against autocannons. You will survive more autocannons or AP rounds in general. But if you're mostly worried about artillery, HE artillery that is, the Humvee is gonna be just as valuable as an LAV. Although the LAV can drive away a bit faster. And of course you can put the LAV into water. But, you know, don't be fooled by the extra 5 HP you get over other Jeeps. So if you're gonna use Jeep CV, always go for the Humvee instead. So I come in Humvee because you don't get a Blackhawk or any helicopter transport apparently. And the rest is fairly standard. I'm not a fan of how this is ordered, but whatever. Infantry, you still get rifleman spam. Unfortunately, whoever sent this deck in didn't see it fit to put in a kind of base rifleman. Light Rifleman 90 and Light Rifleman Base is interesting. Both are certainly viable. Light Rifleman 90, of course, with the much significantly bigger coverage and more accurate, more AP. Light Rifleman just because they're very cheap. Stinger is fine. Assault Engineers niche. They can have the roles, but usually not that useful. Artillery or support is, I think, fairly straightforward. Not a lot of AA, just 3 cards. Then again, you don't necessarily need more, especially since we also have Stinger. Chaparral is actually probably gonna benefit quite a lot. You get a bit of veterancy on a Patriot without having to get it on Elite. Does it? I'm actually curious. Does it? Because I actually don't remember. Does it come on Elite? I think it comes on Veteran if you have it, right? Yeah, Veteran. So you could also get it on Elite instead if you wanted to. So Patriot and Chaparral are probably the biggest winners out of like the veterans in this. Chaparral because it's usually just so inconsistent, and Patriot because that any bit of extra accuracy helps, because the first shot is usually the most important one when it comes to the Patriot. Pivots, I mean pivots obviously also kind of benefit, and I think it's Patriot and Chaparral who get it the most. Artillery actually not so much. Deckgame's basically not at all. Paladin, I guess, maybe a bit, and the Mountain is also not really necessary. But I think, yeah, artillery, you generally don't care much about accuracy. Beacon is maybe an exception, because it is less accurate than most other 10 seconds aim time artillery. But the main thing you get from veterancy is, of course, your AA. And mortars, actually, you prefer, if you want to use them for smoke, you definitely actually prefer them to be down with it. And if you could, you might, or if I could, I would probably even prefer them to be on rookie sometimes. Tanks, not the best selection. M60A1 era is going to be the best tank when it comes to actually fighting other tanks. MBT-70 is going to be a nice fire support for vehicles. Quote unquote back in the day, meaning early 2017-ish. I definitely ran this instead of the base M1 Abrams. Since then, obviously, I switched. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said it like that. But MBT-70 is still solid. You just have to be careful that it doesn't engage tanks, at least not at close range. Because it's more or less useless against most tanks that you will see. Unless you shoot them in the side. Because being heat and all, you don't get extra AP the closer you get. And the Starship, kind of doing the same thing, but it's slower, it has less armor. And has a different icon for the autocannon. Lower rate of fire on the main gun, more ammo on the autocannon, worse missile, although both missiles are pretty bad. Surprised to get the Rangers, unfortunately only the Chinook. Would have been nice to get a card in the Humvee to have some wheeled infantry that can, you know, that is more, that is stronger, let's put it that way. Cavalry Scout and the Super Dragon. I prefer using them in the Dragon, I think, but honestly, I'm all for it. Cavalry Scouts are by no means like amazing, but I feel like they're actually a bit underrated. They are of course kind of a meme, but they're honestly not bad. That said, I probably, if I were to try hard, I'd probably still not put them in. But don't underestimate Cavalry Scouts. I think, well, actually another thing, they're probably the best regular recon squads out there, right? Every other regular recon squad also costs 15 points, and they usually carry useless shit like laws. Base laws. Maybe the base RPG-7 carried by Razzmann could arguably be better because it's maybe more consistent. But honestly, out of all the regular recon squads, the Cavalry Scouts are honestly the best. Because if I'm gonna have low AP, at least I get like the range and you know, stuff to maybe snipe some IFVs or something, you know? Or get a nasty side shot on an enemy tank. Also, they have the coolest icon. Humvee MK19, I mean, I suppose it's just so squishy. There's like one autocannon salvo and then it's dead, so it's not gonna be too great. And yeah, AKF is fine, but in this deck not too useful since you have the MPT-70 and the Starships. Zippo and Tau 2, both are kind of okay. CS and Comet definitely would have been more useful, or the 90mm or the CEV. Then again, the CEV isn't really necessary, but I think Comet especially, because I think we're gonna have some issues dealing with, like, I guess we have this being our only tank. I guess maybe we don't. Issues with like light vehicles. I think a Comet would have been nice. Then again, I think that's how 2 might actually be a lot more useful than I give it credit for right now, because our tanks have only 15 AP even. Heavy Hawk is our only helicopter, then again, not a lot of choice. Heavy Hawk is okay, it's just slow, no HP, no armor, so it's gonna die quickly, but if it gets into position, it can certainly do some damage. Planes are gonna be crucial here. Block 52. One of the most card efficient ASFs in my opinion. KWS is obviously better. L19 is also a bit better. I think other than that, maybe the Barak too, but it only has 4 missiles. Other than those 3, I would say this might be the best per card plane that you get, ASF that you get. Of course, in theory, you could get like 2 Sea Eagles, but they're down with it, so they're not gonna hit very well. And block 52 is like it's like nearly in the perfect spot, which is where the KWS is, between firepower and like veterancy and availability. Like if you get more missiles, then obviously you get a higher price and you get the worse veterancy options. If you get fewer missiles, you get better veterancy options, but like less killing power. And this is like nearly in the sweet spot. KWS, like I said, is basically in the sweet spot right now. Nighthawk, obviously, Hornet because maybe I would have preferred the A10, but maybe the Hornet is better since our main issue is gonna be heavy tanks, not so much medium tanks. Medium tanks are still gonna be an issue, but not as much. So maybe just having a pure but more consistent super heavy sniper as opposed to the A10 Thunderbolt is maybe better. Then again, we also have the Deckgame, so Harrier. It's solid. It's basically the main reason why you put it in is not just because of the rocket pods, but because it can also double as a helo hunter with the more or less ideal speed to hunt helos, 2 aim-9s, a gun. It's not a good one, but at least it's a gun and decent veterancy options. Wild Weasel, one of the worst even seaplanes in the game. Basically all other seat options that you have here, being the Raven and the Prowler, are better, namely because you have no stealth, meaning you get detected earlier, and then you have to couple that with the fact that you have the lowest possible range on your seat missiles, meaning that not only do you get detected earlier, you also have to get much closer to the enemy AA before you can fire your seat missiles. So against a good opponent, you give them a lot more time to react with their radar AA. Which is why the Raven is so good. It has the maximum possible range and the highest stealth of any seaplane, so it gets detected the latest and can fire the earliest. Obviously, it's not unique in the range regard, but it's unique in the stealth regard. No other seaplane has this much stealth, and only the Nighthawk has. Nighthawk is also the only stealth. I was looking at air detection. Stealth is here, of course. And only the Nighthawk has better stealth. Raven is a plane with the second highest stealth in the game. And Prowler is of course solid. It has more range and better stealth than a Wild Weasel. It does have lower speed, but I think especially the range advantage and the stealth advantage are still gonna be much better. Plus, it's gonna be fairly consistent even at low veterancy because of the 60% base accuracy. Of course, the Wild Weasel does fire 2 missiles at once, but it also means it has to reload for longer. Alright, that's our deck. We're gonna try to find a game, and then I'll see you in, just a second. Here we are with a ranked game after like trying to find one for 20 minutes against a private. I saw someone else searching, and I was already searching for like 3 minutes or 2 minutes, and I was like, if I don't get queued up like a couple of minutes after someone else starts searching, or a couple of seconds after someone else starts searching, while I've been searching for 3 minutes, it's either really low rank or really high rank compared to this rank here. So either like a brigadier general or a private. Sadly, we got the private, which doesn't have to mean anything if the previous videos are anything to go by. But of course, if it's a stomp in one way or another, there'll be another game after this. In any case, what is going to be our plan? We definitely want to play the long game. Let's see. We have good fire support. We could try to go for Bravo, at least in the long run. Our short run. I think in our short run we're just gonna try to play defensive. Let's get some light Razzmann across the map. Cover with the Stinger for some cheap AA. Let's drive around with like a Humvee on either side as well, because I mean they're cheap. We might as well try to use them. If they use a Jeep CV or an infantry CV, they certainly will be able to deal some damage, like kill it even. If there's no notable base defense, get like a Cav Scout in this area. For the town, we want to try to get some light Razzmann in there for sure. Get some base Razzmann. Get like, let's get a 2-stack of Humvee. I actually want them stacked together so I can have them shoot at the same target if I want to. Or more easily, I should say. I think I definitely want the MPT-70, even if I mainly want the 40 HE gun, just because of the rate of fire, but also because of the range. Let's start. We were gonna take it slowly so we can try to start with the Patriot. Even if it's not quite necessary right away. We definitely want a mortar. I think we want to have the long range one. 4HE one for the range. I guess let's try to get some assault engineers into the town as well. And let's get another MPT. Oh, I have 40 points. I thought I had 60 points for some reason. And you know what? Let's get some. Let's get a Zippo because we can. All right. We don't have a lot of recon. Actually, maybe we should. How many points? 50 points. Ah, screw it. If I hadn't said ready already, I would have switched some stuff up to get the recon actually, but whatever. Patriot, you're gonna stay in here for now so we can treat you if necessary. Drop down there. Actually, I probably should get one squad there. Zippo there, MPT-70 there. Yeah, having no recon is actually huge right now. I have nothing to spot for the Humvees. It took him a while to, okay, I feel like this is unfortunately going to be a stomp. Water. Okay. This name makes sense on there. A 2A1. Okay. It's actually quite a lot of stuff there. Let's say makes sense. Oh yeah, it is. Those probably carry Fallschirmjäger. Ugh, you can shoot through there. But it's actually really good smoke by him. I'm just gonna let him sit here for now. Assault engineers will murder any infantry that should be out in the open, that's for sure. Happening down there, nothing, huh? Get some base defense. There wasn't any make sense still there, but if it were to move up to shoot at my Humvees, I think the Razzmann would be able to get line of sight. Hold on. This could get spicy. I have to watch out though that I don't break my line of sight because he's moving past there. And I'm losing line of sight because of these buildings that are there. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Oh shit, see, that's what I mean. Okay, the smoke is fading. Hold up, the smoke here is fading. Let's get to the left of the smoke. Hope the MX-10 doesn't wreck us. Get there. Oh, one of them is in range. What is the side shot? Oh, I missed. Run away. Run for it, Morty. Marty, not Morty, sorry. This is actually spicy. He does have the tools to defend against us with his mortar. I think I'm gonna lose line of sight. Get you into this bush, maybe you can do something with your tray later. Oh no, the Humvee there died. Letzte Führungstruppe. Oh, I can't. I can't. Sorry, I can't. I just can't. Probably would have been able to kill it, but I can't, sorry. He's a private. He's playing actually with, like, he wasn't actually doing too badly considering he's a private. No joke. Let's get like another Stinger squad like here. And rifles 90 squad. Mouse, please. Do proper zooming.
Someone called for a cab?
Or scrolling, I should say. Brutal. Oh, okay. This is why these Cav Scouts are actually not too bad. Because getting into range to kill the Crotal is much easier than with no, don't shoot at the MX-13s. Granted, a good player would also notice that, but still. See, bam! The Cav Scouts are the shit. There's definitely some stuff going on there. It's good an ERA.
Yes, sir.
I want you in the bush because in the bush, because then you have line of sight with your ATGM into like this area. Patriot is still back there. I think we can move it up now. Let's get another MBD-70 here. You are still alive, huh? Bruh. Oh my god, you hit. Oh, you have no super dragons left. What's firing there? What? Okay, where's my Kiowa? Or Kiowa? I think I asked this before, but I forgot what the answer was. If it's Kiowa or Kiowa, I think it's Kiowa. Okay, we need to smoke this 2A1 off or kill it. We need you to not die. Let's get a heavy hawk there. Okay, now I should be able to spot the 2A4 hopefully with the Kiowa. I don't have line of sight anymore. No, I can't. I won't be able to. Whoopsie! I deserve to lose this, but I'm not gonna. Wow. Oh, hold up. Is he? Is he actually? Hold on a sec.
Scout's ready, sir. Where do you need us, sir? You've spotted.
Can I get some outside there? I don't think so.
We're sweeping this area.
There's Crotal trying to kill my Kiowa. Oh, these reserves are actually annoying.
Let the little tank come to us.
Get like some who they're pushing back out there.
Just spit it out.
Light rifleman. That's the 2A1.
Transportation corps ready for your orders, sir. Just spit it out.
It's one of those are the 5-pointers.
Where do you need us, sir?
Kill those reservists. Holy shit. Every scout. We are out of missiles, that's bad.
The sky is ours.
Come on. Don't kill my Hemd. Ugh. Okay.
Heading to giving grid reference.
I was actually thinking of getting an attack just for us, for the 2-1 and the 2-4 on the right. He's actually ticking on me, how dare he? How dare he? Oh, that's the Reamer squad I think I wanted to kill earlier. It is. That's not very nice. Did I don't know. Let's get a CP just to stop the bleed. To service so that we can move you up. That's the leopard. Oh, this leopard could be in danger. Oh, this MT is dead. It's dead. So dead. Yep, it was panicked. Let's get some rifleman 90s for this forest here. Did we? No, they're still alive, but... You shipped them! Why did they I'm like so certain the Leopard 2 was in, like, they had line of sight to the Leopard 2 first. I'm like so certain. Holy shit. It's the Man-Cat 1. Also commonly referred to as Man-Catty. It's actually really reckless. Don't do this. Because I know he has a KWS. I'm close to his air spawn. I mean, I'll also not look at a KWS, but yeah, don't do it like I did. Don't use Nighthawk like that. It was just bad. Do as I say, not as I do, right? Dude, more service here, really. Fine, I'll get some starships. And now continue to resupply. Get like just a Humvee there. No. Okay, I think it's time for some more Cav scouts. The sound is empty. That's nice. Oh, Roland. Another Leopard 2 of some sort.
I knew you wouldn't leave us idle for long.
Alright, I want to get the attack hams next.
It always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle. Man versus David. This is David versus Goliath.
Let's get this attack hams. Honestly, I was just pressing escape to make sure. Even though it was honestly the wrong call, I just don't press it at all. But for some reason I had to press it to check, hey, will I get yeeted back into the menu if I do it right now? Alright, let's fire one here just randomly and then the other one. I think it was like back here, right? That's where the Leopard was? 204, maybe it's still there.
Preparing to fire.
And then shift move there. Oh no, the Leopard 2 is just gonna fast move there. Oh shit. Okay, that's fine. I killed probably the Roland and the Man-Cat 1. And down here.
Someone called for a cab?
Please tell me this was the 204. It was the 204.
Yes, sir. It always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle.
Oh, these reserves are really getting cut up. That's a 5 HE. It's so. Dragon. Oh, there's Fallschirmjäger 90 as well. Oh, curious.
Stalin's organ, they call it. Tchaikovsky would
These Fallschirmjäger again around here cutting up my infantry. What's he ordering? My... Oh, he has a CV in there. Cheeky. My Humvee! Oh, my Super is down to 1 HP. Yes, Commander's Para in there, I believe. Oh, you get one shot by Fallschirmjäger, that's not a good idea. Alright, let's get some assault engineers, because why not? Let's water you, let's get you up, let's get you up. We don't have our Nighthawk anymore. Right, we said we're gonna play the long game, so let's play the long game, get some artillery, but let's also try to flush out those Commandos Para. And why is only one squad firing? What is an idea? It's interesting. You don't see it very often. Where's 2-1 is? Turn you off for now. Let's get the M110 and just... Oh, hello there, Mr. Tiger. I have no anti-helo AA in this town. And you're just gonna... Wow. It was one bad Tiger, or unlucky I should... No! This is heavy artillery. Oh no! Don't stop! Don't stop! You 1 HP! Okay, you're gonna get out alive. You're gonna get out alive. But I can't. Hold up. What's the attack? I'm reload. Reloaded yet? You're not. Am I gonna risk it with the M110? Let's get a second M110. I wanna make sure to kill the Cesar. It has no armor, so there's a good chance of killing it. Ooh, baby. That's what I live for. Okay. Fire there. Shift move onto the fob. Attack comes. We're gonna wait with you. You're gonna unload. You should. I'll be real. I'm playing really badly here. I feel like as soon as I know that I'm playing with like a non-quote-unquote, let's put it that way, not with my own deck. For some reason, I really start playing. Oh, you're repaired again? Oh no, that makes sense. For some reason, I'm starting to really play, you know, suboptimal, very suboptimal. But I think it's also, I'm like subconsciously maybe trying to do some fancy stuff. Okay, that's Leopard 2 CV. And then shift fire there, which will get actually no, I don't think it does work like that. I'm not sure if it works. It might work that they actually automatically fire there. Let's see. I don't think it. I think if it was still there, it would have died from that shot. I think I hit it because I got a little bit of XP. But obviously didn't kill it. You're still here, not dead. Oh, assault engineers 99999. Hold up. Oh no, it does work. As long as you give the shift fire command properly, yeah. While they still have ammo, they will actually fire. Okay, so load use. That comes. Basically, yeah, you reloaded, okay. The second shot there. There's a little AoE, so we'll basically kill anything in like this kind of circle. In this area now with those 2 shots. And... Ooh, I barely hit it. It's just moving forward. There's the second missile coming. Not killed. Like, oh, there's a Crotal. Move back, move back, move back while you're reloading. Oh, what's this? Vamps with Rima. It's a peace rain. Come on, really? Is it a leopard? It is a leopard. It's on 2 HP. I was aiming a bit too far behind. Back in. Alright, screw it. I gotta force the last 4 M60A1 ERAs. I'm actually curious how they will perform. They have to cross the open field, but the MXN, unless he moves it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, they're getting cut up. Okay, he's scared now. Rightfully so.
Waiting for your orders, sir. You've got something for me? Let's rock and roll. Rocket's loaded, sir.
Oh, he targeted this. Well done.
Are you talking to me?
Is it another piece right? Oh, it's the IDS, right? He has an IDS. But you know what? Let's get a chaparral. Let's resupply those calf scouts. Is that to be like in here or what? Let's get a Kiowa.
Missile in firing position, sir. What are your orders, sir?
How can you see through that, dude?
It always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle.
Bruh. That's all I have to say. Your work in order again. Patriot, move in there. Luckily he's not doing anything there. And the best way to play against this deck is to just push multiple front lines, honestly. What is it really in there? Where's my Kiowa? There it is. Cortal there is dead, so I think I might be safe. We should start ticking.
Someone called for a cab?
It's Fuchs. Oh, that's just a chance. Oh, look at this! It's just a VLRA. It's Cortal.
Advancing to coordinates.
Oh, come on, 70% accuracy? Oof. Oh, maybe I killed it now? I think I did.
Just give us some coordinates, sir. Need a ride?
Oh, is he counter battering?
Do you like ballet music, sir?
You reloaded yet? Nearly.
Preparing to fire.
He's going for the Patriot, right? Yeah, he is.
Roger, sir. On our way.
Oof.
Rocket's loaded, sir.
This is in the minimum range, interesting. You fired. Ooh, okay. So let's try to fire this. I don't think I'll be able to. Oh, those 3 Mars are out in the open. Oof, they just lost 4 HP because they were in the open. I got the Cesar. Yep. Oh, he was trying to move, but you can see it was looking that way, so I think he just told it to move. And you are dead too.
Sir, yes, sir.
Oh, thanks, Patriot. Alright, I should start ticking. I said this before, but let's go. Start ticking and start pushing. This is just a man-cat 1.
The world consists of 2 types of people.
Fire in there and in there.
What are your orders, sir?
Fast move, go, go, go.
Anything for us, sir?
Oh, what's this? Oh, VLRA. We have only poor optics, unfortunately.
Setting up an ambush
Fast
there,
move. What, you're not empty?
sir. Yes, sir.
Coming seat now. Oh, at least I hit him.
And then,
And that's a dead leopard. 2 CV.
oh,
Ooh, and those are dead ERAs. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo.
yes, sir.
Some cool 20 RPM you have there. Really cool. I think I killed a Mancat 1. Let's get something there as well. No, I didn't.
Good scout is one you don't see.
How's my FOB doing? Ah, it's doing okay.
Bigger the better.
As long as you don't like continuous fire, I think it's actually workable.
Artillery and
But if I was also using the Paladin with its much higher fire,
bigger the
I'd be getting into issues. I'd be having issues with the supply. But yeah, it's really an issue to deal with vehicles and medium tanks with only the one kind of ERAs. I think they're even upfitted, are they? They are. Yeah, it's tough. You really have to be. I mean, granted, I used them like most like really horribly, way too aggressive. You know, no doubt about that.
taking new anti-tank position.
I think even still, it's important to make sure that you don't overuse them or spam them like I did without getting value out of them.
Want us to play some organ?
Are you like, okay, you're just aiming for nothing?
Coordinates, sir.
Let's fire like in there and in here.
Need to pound them, sir.
Hello?
Bigger the better.
And were they like stuck because they're like so close to each other and couldn't like turn properly? I feel like I'm wondering if that was the issue, if that was like, usually I don't think there's proper collision outside of like moving out of the way, but I wonder if that might have actually, for some weird reason, prevented them from turning and thus aiming. Because if you saw, they were very close together, and I don't know. I don't think that's how it works, but you know, Wargame has some surprisingly
Someone call for a cab?
niche mechanics for very niche scenarios and stuff like that. Oh, that's a Shylala. Missing. Oh, ooh, it's Leopard CV. Leopard 2 CV. It's his second and last one. Let's move the attack amps a bit back because it won't be able to fire in here. Okay, see if you can say. I don't think. Can I break line of sight? I can't. Ripperino.
What is it you want this time?
I have to move a bit back, like down back there. Horrible off-road speed.
What can the infantry
Push,
do for
push,
you, sir?
push. And you know what? Sure, let's get this and get a Hornet.
As an enemy chopper been spotted. It always comes down to the infantry
Oh, you're not
and
quite
his
reloaded yet. Turn you off, turn you off.
ready to go. Are you talking to me? Meet customers for a tactic.
Oh, what's this?
Someone need a guardian angel?
Oh, whoa. What's this? No, this is Tiger. Wait, is he? No. Wait, do you get 3 Leopard 2s? I mean, I did kill the other Leopard 2 CV, right?
The captain and his crew welcome you aboard.
Okay, he's not going for me, so I'll try to evac. Before I was like, oh, it's too late, but he was actually not going for me, and the KWS started turning, so yeah, I got out alive. Surprising.
What are your orders, sir?
Is this Fob?
What are your orders, sir?
You're dead.
Need a ride?
IDS. Kapow. Oh, he's smart. He wants to go for the MPT-70s now that they're panicked.
Got something for me? You'd be blind without us.
Get a second one right after.
Checklist completed. Ready to go.
Bam! 1 HP damage.
Are you talking to me? Heading to getting grid reference.
Oh no 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 no. Oof. Oof oof oof. That hurt. And it's GG. I mean, it was kind of a stomp, yet due to the playstyle it still took longer than it would have with the normal US deck. What is there to say? I'll play this deck once more, even without any with very small changes, just to get a better opponent. No offense, but I think it's more exciting if I can actually make better usage out of the heavy RT. But it's actually slightly adjusted. Actually, let's take a quick look. 9 Razzmann killed the 2-1. I'll play this once more. Let's just get the Humvee here and organize this a bit to my liking. Tank wise, it's at least down with the ERA. I think the A10 is still gonna be like mandatory. Because the ERA is just, you know, no, fuck it. Let's keep it the way it was. Let's keep the air tap. Let's struggle a bit in that regard. Let's not make it too easy for us, okay? It's not because if I put in the A10 and on top of that, if I were to replace the Wild Wheels with a Raven or a Prowler, then it would just be, oh, I'm gonna buy an A10, Sniper AA, and then it's GG. All right, we don't want to just play standard US, just without M1 Abramses and without base rifleman. So yeah, it wasn't the most exciting game, but we'll play this again. Hopefully, get a better opponent, or at least a better game. And yeah, hope you still managed to enjoy it. But it was also just it took me like 20 minutes to find a game, like any game at all. Nobody else was searching ranked, so yeah. I'll hopefully see you next time.